Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indy Awards. And this part of the Indy Awards is being brought to you by none other than Dan the Weatherman Stew's Disco Laser Emporium. If you're looking to have a party that you can see from space and even blind astronauts from a faraway distance, then head on over to Dan the Weatherman Stew's Disco Laser Emporium. And if you use the code right now, known as Indy Awards 2020, you can get 75% off for your first Disco Laser Light party. And when you get there, ask for DJ Smokey, and you'll get that discount too. You don't even have to enter it on the computers, folks. And after getting done with that painful ad, folks, it is now time for us to really bring the pain, because it's time for us to go into the third annual, if my memory serves me correct, third annual Golden Cast Award. An award handed out to people like Ricky the Raccoon or anybody else who was silly enough to try to pull off the cool stunts we mentioned earlier, only to break a back, a hip, fracture a skull, or even end up in a full-body cast, and also not even mentioned in the cast of any of the movies they were in, due to the fact they were too injured to make it back on set in the set amount of days. And with that opening line, Dan the Weatherman Stew, if you will, please read the nominees for this year's Golden Cast Award. And here are your nominees for this year's Golden Cast Award. Dirty Right King Chord with Free Fallin'. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Now, granted, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers didn't have anything to do with this, but I got a feeling when he hit that water at that height and dunked into the ground, he most likely broke his heart. You know, besides his skull and his jaw and apparently his rib cage on the way up. Because, you know, we did say before, he did come out of the water screaming help for a reason. And as a little bit of an update, he's doing alright. He's doing alright. Texas Terran with their stunt 2SZs. Actually, Dan the Weatherman Stew, it's 2ZSS, and this stunt, yeah, Mimi the truck driver. What can we say about this girl? Somebody who tried to get in a Hollywood movie without telling people, almost like that Eddie Murphy movie that came out long ago. And yeah, it did not end well for one girl who ended up going under the wheels, almost circa Mad Max Fury Road, and another guy who ended up getting his pelvis shattered in 3 places, along with the girl who ended up getting crushed by a car that was on fire. Either way, folks, yeah. This is why you advise people when you shoot a movie, because you might end up going to Red Lobster for a fresh T-bone like they did. EBE by Capper KKR. I did it backwards, but it's still a nominee. That it is, Dan the Weatherman Stew, and it's somebody who proves that, yeah, at first you don't succeed, try again, or in the case of Pinky in the Brain, cry again, especially when you break your back and your own motorcycle crushes you on the way down when you try to land on the rooftop of a police headquarters from a bridge. What was this guy thinking? That jump can't be made by a normal man. Zhang Wenshun with his stunt car. Gary Newman. Now, granted, Dan the Weatherman Stew, Gary Newman once again did not have anything to do with this stunt, but at the same time, with the fact of how hard he hit his head into the drink, he probably thought it was the 1980s when this happened. And for those who don't know, Zhang here decided to dive bomb his car after he missed the checkpoint directly into the ocean, and it was an oppressor bike, and at the same time when he hit the ocean, yeah, everything upstairs got scrambled. Like eggs. Ugh, it's still painful to watch no matter how many times I see it. Paradox 9355 with their stunt to the moon, like the honeymooners. Now, Dan the Weatherman Stu, as funny as that comment was, this has nothing to do with the honeymooners and everything to do with a truck driver that may have been featured in the movie Joyride or the classic Dennis Hopper film of Duel, which involves this truck driver running over a woman's leg, hitting a car so hard it would do a gyroscope in midair, and for the person to get out of the car and sit on the porch and reflect on his issues in life. And not to mention end up with a concussion that goes as long as the movie Memento. You know, the best metaphor I can give for this, because he's hurt. He's really hurt. Caper KKR with his stunt, bruh, bike is dangerous weapon. More like a lethal weapon. Yeah. Hey, I'm the one who's supposed to be making punchlines here, but in this case, the bike was the ultimate punchline. Cause while Caper was riding down the road trying to do a wheelie, he realized that he didn't have it, the throttle escaped him, so did the bike, and it would end up hitting a girl in the jaw, and the other guy who was just sitting there minding his business, or standing there trying to talk to the girl, would end up with the bike's tailpipe in his face. In his face! Taking him out and the girl, and both of them going to the hospital with severe blunt force trauma to the head. And with all those dangerous stunts that went absolutely wrong that I got a feeling America's Funniest Home Videos won't accept in 1,000 years, Dan the Weatherman Stu, if you will, could you please read the winner of this year's 3rd annual Golden Cast Award? And the winner of the Golden Cast Award for this year is, drumroll please, Caper KKR with his stunt, bruh, bike is dangerous weapon. Congratulations. Congratulations indeed, and the fact that he was able to win this award, folks, not only makes him a first-time winner of the Golden Cast Award, but the first time that he would be able to use this award for bail money, because he would get charged with an assault with a dangerous weapon charge with that stunt he was able to pull off. And not to mention the whole thing with the roof on the police station, yeah, they just kept tacking on charges, and this award will help him get out of jail. So hopefully we can see you later on in the night for this award show, in person, to give you the award, because we have a backup, because we knew this was gonna happen. And with that said, folks, I think it's time for us to head back into that music once again, and when we return, we'll be back with the 5th award of the night, which is the GTA Online Track of the Year 4.0, right after a word from our sponsors. So don't miss out on these awards just yet, folks, and stay tuned.